Hello, friends. I'm Tracy Rose, and I serve as a lay minister in the South Georgia Conference of the United Methodist Church. Welcome to Queer Church. Together, we read a passage of Scripture, we read the devotional, and then I offer about a 5-minute sermon on that same passage from a queer Christian perspective, and we do it all in under 10 minutes. Today, the Scripture is from Luke chapter 14, verse 12. And as always on Sundays, I'm reading from the Inclusive Bible. Then Jesus said to the host, "Wherever you give a lunch or dinner, don't invite your friends or colleagues or relatives or wealthy neighbors. They might invite you in return and thus repay you." Interesting little verse. Today, our devotions from the book Called Out. Fantastic little book. Highly recommend you pick one up. We'll read it together every week. The title of the devotion is Uneven Gifts. Every couple of weeks, I have lunch with a good friend of mine. Early in our relationship, we struck up a pattern of alternating who paid. So about once a month I'd pay, once a month she would take the check. Earlier this year, we were both busy and missed a few months of lunches. We were finally able to reschedule, but as I pulled up to the restaurant, I realized I had no idea whose turn it was to pay for lunch. I tried to remember where we had gone and who pulled out their wallet first, but I just could not seem to place it. My fear wasn't that I would accidentally pay for a lunch I did not owe. My fear was that I would not pay my fair share. I think a lot of us have that fear. We believe in sending thank you notes and keeping careful track of who gave us birthday gifts so that we can reciprocate. And while most of that is about having good manners, at least a small part of it might be this: we don't want to owe anybody anything. Maybe that's why grace is so hard for us sometimes. We, as Christians, know, at least intellectually, that we are people who have received grace. We did not earn grace. We did not work our way to it. We got it for free. And as wonderful as that is, it's also deeply distressing, because ultimately that means it's not ours and we cannot control it. And yet we can respond to it. I live a life that is in so many ways easier and more joyful because of what my previous generations of out LGBTQ folks did for my generation. I can get married, visit my wife in the hospital, dress in a way that reflects my gender, and insist that others use my correct pronouns. I have received grace upon grace. There is no way I can ever repay those earlier generations, many of whom suffered greatly for their witness. Our Reformed forebearers have for centuries taught that the only proper response to grace is gratitude. We don't do good and generous things in order that we might earn grace. We don't do these things with an expectation of a greater gift or of repayment. We do good and generous things because we are thankful and because we can never pay back a gift this big. And so we pay it forward.